get a little bit tricky. That is minimum steps in infinite grid. Okay. So over here we are provided a 2D infinite grid where we can move in all the 8 directions. Okay. And then what is asked from us is they are asking us to return the minimum number of steps that are required to cover the entire path following the way they have given us. Okay, so your A will be holding our x value and B will be holding our y value. So the question says something like this. Okay, so we will be given two arrays. Okay, that will be your A array that will have the x coordinate, and then you will be provided with the B array that will have your y coordinate. Okay, so now in the first case, first scenario that we had something like this. Okay, you have A0, A0, 1, 1, 1, and 1, 2. Okay, A0, 1, 1, 1, and this is your B is 1, 1, 2. Okay, so now we have to return that the minimum number of steps that will be required to move from this to this and then from this to this. Okay, so see over here, if we just make a simple graph, so we have 0 comma 0 over here. Okay, now from 0 comma 0 we have to go to this 1 comma 1. Okay, and then from 1 comma 1 we have to go to actually 1 comma 2. Okay, so the best way to travel from this point to this point would be in diagonal, right? Because that will just take one step. Okay, and then from over here, that is our second point to the third point, it will be this step. Okay, so basically we took two steps over here. Okay, so the answer would be 2. So let's just confirm that thing. Answer is 2, right? Okay, so now we will take another test case. Okay, a test case of our own, and then we'll try to see whether it which kind of logic is working over here. So we have here A and we have our B. Okay, then in our A, let's take 0, 1, 4. Okay, 0, 1, 4. Or let's say 0, 1, 7. Whatever you okay, just let's take 0 to 4. Okay, so that we can like see all the possibilities. Then over here 0. Okay, 2, and then this has 7. Okay, so now my points that I will be going through would be 0 comma 0, from here to 2 comma 2, and then from there to 4 comma 7. Okay, now if suppose this is my graph, and these are the coordinates 0 comma 0. Okay, then you have this is 1, this is 2, so this is your 2 comma 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this is your 4 comma 7. Okay, now over here we have to so from 0 to 2, okay, from point 1 to point 2, we can move in diagonal, right? And we'll be able to cover this distance in 2 steps, right? Okay, but now the best way to cover the distance from 2 comma 2 to 4 comma 7, okay, would be actually if we first go to 4 comma 4. Okay, so our 4 comma 4 would be somewhere here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, my bad. Your 7, 4 comma 7 will be actually on top. So it will be somewhere over here. So this was your 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it will be somewhere here 4 comma 7. Okay. Now the best way to go up till there is first we will go to 4 comma 4. Okay. So if we go to 4 comma 4 over here, it will take 2 steps, and then from here we can directly go straight up, right? So it will be 4 and then 5, 6, 7. So 3 steps. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now over here, see, we didn't choose the path that was this. Okay, and the reason being that we have to actually what you can say, follow the conditions that if we are on a point A, okay, then we can only move in these 8 directions. Okay, so if any one of you had this in mind that you can apply the distance formula over here, so let me just tell you that applying distance formula will violate this rule. Okay, so that is the reason why we are not applying distance formula over here. But now the question arises now, what exactly like how do we write this, or how do we code this thing out? Okay, so it's actually very simple. So we have to just see that if they are on the same diagonal. Okay, so we have to move diagonally, and then after that we have to check whether they are over here. okay, then we will go horizontal, or if they are on top, we will just go straight. Okay, so we have to try to go in the diagonal direction as much as we can. Okay, so there are several ways for doing this, but there is a very nice observation that you can make out, and that is, if I have these points, that is 4 comma 7, okay, and 2 comma 2, so my distance, okay, the maximum steps you can say that I will be taking would actually be equal to, okay, it will be equal to max of, okay, the difference between these two, absolute value of difference between 4 comma 2, 4 comma 2, okay, like that means 4 minus 2, not comma, 4 minus 2, 4 minus 2, and absolute difference between my 7 minus 2. Okay, so now let's see what's the distance over here. So it's 2 comma, and this is 5, right? 5 6 7 4. So my answer would be 5. Okay, so actually I will be taking 5 steps to go from my point number 2 comma 2 to point number 4 comma 7. Okay, uh, see over here also we can confirm that from 2 comma 2, if we go to 4 comma 4, okay, that will take 2 steps, and then from there to 4 comma 7, it will take 3 steps. Okay, so now we have actually formulated a formula. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to just put this inside the code. Okay, so your code will look something similar to this. Okay, that is over here I have started, or I have maintained a vector that is called as d. Okay, to have the whole value of the distance or the number of steps, you can say over here. Then what we do is we just simply iterate inside this entire vector, vector that we have. Okay, and what we do is we just subtract those two values. Okay, so I will be subtracting my AIs where, like, so I have a very array like this, array of A, right? So I have values over here. Now I have array B. I have values over here. Okay, so what I will do is I will start from this position. Okay, and what I will do is I will just subtract its value or find the difference between these 2 points. Okay, similarly I will try to find the difference between these 2 points, and then what I will do is I will find the max of these difference. Okay, max of this difference, and I will just add that max difference to my number of steps. Okay, similarly I will do for this. Okay, and remember you have to go for, like, you have to go till array size. Okay, array size minus 1. Why? Because when you are over here, right, then at that time you will be subtracting this value. Okay, so we are already, like, considering the all cases. Now if you are ending over here, if you are just writing array dot size, okay, that means that you won't find any other value, and this will result into error. Okay, so I hope all of you were clear with the solution of this code, this question. So it was actually a fairly easy question, and there are other ways to do that too. But this was the method that I like the most. Okay, you always have the option of, like, writing a while loop, 2 3 while loops, and then going in in all these 4 directions, then comparing and doing that. But this is the, what you can say, the minimal approach, or the best approach that I came up with. See you tomorrow with the next question.